Namaskar, I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. In a tragic incident in central Burkina Faso on August 25, the Islamist group Jama al-Nusrat ul-Islam wa al-Muslimin, affiliated with Al-Qaeda, killed at least 100 villagers and soldiers. A local expert who reviewed the videos of the attack labeled it as one of the deadliest assaults of the year in conflict-ridden West African country. After the attack on Sunday, Al Qaeda took responsibility, announcing in a statement that they had achieved total control over a militia position in Barcelogo, a strategic town in Kenya. Notably, this town has been crucial for security forces in their efforts to repel jihadis attempting to approach the capital Ouagadougou. As per a video, at least 100 dead bodies were counted post-attack. About half of the Burkina Faso is now outside government control as the country faces escalating jihadi attacks that are encircling the capital. Militant groups affiliated with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State have killed thousands and displaced over 2 million people. The violence has led to two coups in 2022 itself. Despite promises to end the attacks, the military junta has struggled to restore order even after forging new security alliances with Russia and other conflict-ridden Sahel nations. According to the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project, a US-based non-profit, at least 4,500 people, averaging 19 daily, have been killed in armed groups attack this year. It's noteworthy that almost half of Burkina Faso is beyond government control due to increasing jihadist attacks encircling the capital, which has devastated the country. The terrorists have not only wreaked havoc in Burkina Faso, but have also seen a rise in the criminal activities in countries where their population has grown. It's troubling that some major media outlets seem to overlook or downplay the recent devastating attacks in Burkina Faso. Today, many countries around the world are suffering from these jihad communities. This raises a critical question: how long the West and Islamic states continue to justify the action of terrorists who often come from a specific community, despite the horrific nature of these attacks.